Modded. Welcome back, guys. Episode 6 of Show Me the Modded Thing. Getting a lot more submissions lately, so that's good. Keep them coming in. Now, first up, we have Arison S. And he says, this is a custom heavy caliber air tank blaster built several years ago for a friend. From plumbing supplies, a modified sprinkler valve, and multiple found objects. It fired small finned American-style Nerf footballs with a distinctive moaning whale call sound. The fireplace poker handles were the handle for the pump to fill the main tank. There was a twist valve for the trigger, and it had small diameter pipes as the pressure reservoir, it looks like. And he added a couple of smokestacks on the side for a steampunk theme. Fairly innovative, if you want to do that sort of thing. Right now, this thing is, quite a fun little toy. Great idea. But you want to be careful with something that looks like an improvised weapon, and it does. You don't want to get hurt playing with this thing, so, paint it bright orange. Put Nerf gun on the side, or potato cannon. But be safe with it, mate. Good work. Next up we have Boots McGee with what he calls a Havoc, which is a Nerf Rebel Rapid Red that I modified for my son last year. It has a full repaint with monogrammed N on the side. The red fades from darker red at the tip to a bright red and has hand-lettered Havoc letters that wrap around the bottom to the other side. The internals have been upgraded with a new switch, wiring, a small 2S LiPo and a Michel 2.0 motor. This blaster is heavily used as it has been through lots of backyard battles, as seen by the scuffs. That's very good. It's a very nice idea. Very simple, straightforward mod. It looks really cool. I like the great big N graphic on the side. The images, the most impressive thing I can see about the images is the snow. I would love snow. I'm in Australia and we've just had weeks of 40 plus degrees. So Boots, if you can, packs up in a styrofoam box and post it to me. No, this is really good. I really like that. It's very nice and clean. I've got a couple of Rapid Reds out in the shed somewhere and I'm planning to do something with them. Getting more and more inspired by the stuff you guys are sending in. It's really, really clever and really, really well done. And this thing is, the work is just really so nice. And even the red fade from the front to the back is well done, because red's a terribly hard colour to fade, because it's, no matter if it's a dark red or a light red, it can be very hard to blend in well. And he's done a good job. So, yeah, excellent work, Boots, excellent. Looking forward to the next one. Right guys, next up we've got Fish Knight 32, and like me, he likes a good backstory. So here we go. The DCB-22 carbine was developed primarily for use in urban close quarters combat situations. Its ergonomics are well suited to clearing corners and quick aiming, and its internally integrated smart gun targeting system allows for pinpoint accuracy even in conditions of poor visibility. It is compatible with many types of specialised ammunition, thus its versatility makes it an attractive option for those who can afford its correspondingly high price point. While not adopted by law enforcement due to the cost restrictions, it has seen widespread adoption amongst private security companies and corporate security, as well as popping up here and there in the hands of the discerning mercenary. And it's a very nice little build. It's a very simple one. It's for what it looks like, it's amazingly simple. It's an integration where I attached a crossbolt stock to a demolisher and removed the demolisher's missile launcher. Then I painted the whole thing to look like a compact sci-fi assault rifle. And it's absolutely beautiful. I like the stock magazine storage. That's a good idea. Yeah, really, really looks nice. The weathering's quite well done too. Yeah, and of course, the paint job is used. Bright orange, take it outside, play with it. No real hassles. Very well done. Next one here is a regular contributor, Jeremy Z. I think he's had something in every movie I've done so far. And this one is a simple integration of a Nerf Desolator with the front off a crossbolt added. Also has a big stock foregrip made for an attachment point for a recon laser. A little shell cutting of the big shot was all that was needed. So we've got the photographs of his Desolator, very nice work, just that. And with this tiny little big shot stuck on the front on a master key. I like the paint job, very unusual. And what I especially like is he's taken the trouble to put it on a plain background, it's just like a sheet or a quilt, but the blaster you can see, it stands out, and that's what I need, guys. When I started taking photos, I used an old sheet of styrofoam I found. That was it, that's all I needed, and that's all I still use. Yeah, the photo's very nice. I would say that the single photo's a little big shot. He could have got a little bit closer, but that could also be an equipment issue. He couldn't focus enough. But it's very nice. I like the paint job on it. It looks like it's been bronze dry brushed. Very cool. But I'm really loving the actual camouflage on the actual body of the main blaster. Yeah, it's very, very nice. Very unusual. Well done. Looking forward to more. Here's a funny little one. This is another repeat contributor, Slina Odinson. What he's done here, he's got an X-Shot Max Attack. He's removed the stock muzzle carefully because I think Zuru used a nasty glue for it, he says, and made it 4 inches longer. And then painted it black and silver, weathered it with flat black to pop the details, and put it back in its original box for a present. Okay, fair enough. So basically it's just a pretty quick paint job, but compare that with the first image. They look so much better painted up, but even this, he's left the precaution of an orange tip, which is always a good thing to do. A bit more orange on the butt and the trigger, always a safety issue. Keep it in mind, guys. Well done, Slyn. Right, next up we have Tyler W. with his modified Dragon Power Fire Shot. He says, I wanted this blaster to show its D&D roots, but have a more tactical look. Gave it a nice repaint using Tester's Purple Fog, Montana Hologram Glitter Effect Spray, and Citadel's Balthasar Gold. Oh, internally the gun has its AR removed and is rebarreled with 1732 brass. The mother part houses a length of 9/16 brass to a sleeve over the barrel. The plunger and priming bar have been completely redesigned. I wasn't a fan of the vertical T-pull, so I remixed an airsoft charging handle to fit. The plunger head took a bit of extra work due to the shape of the plunger tube. I also wanted to replace the rubber spines with solid Picatinny rail, so I modded it and remixed it in Captain Slug's Rail Mix Max parts. There are some minor shell cutting involved to adapt it to take a trimmed down K26 spring. Now it hits about 100 FPS with worn out ember darts. And it's even got a little box he's made for it. Very nicely done. Really like that. I don't think I've ever seen one of these in the flesh. It looks a little bit alien to me. I like the metallic paint job on it, but very nice, Tyler. I do like the little box you made for it as well. Very cute. Moving on. Okay, next up we've got Marcus K, and he says, I thought you might like my Ultrashock mod for the next movie, and I would, and here it is. He says, I love to try some mods nobody else has been doing, and as far as I know, nobody likes Ultra. I'm pretty sure you're correct there, Marcus. The only one I've got is an Ultra 2, and I'm not too pleased with it. So I thought I'd give it a chance, he says. I designed a drop-in front insert that fits Ultra darts. Only the dart post has been removed. And to make it a bit more tactical, I designed a drop-in Picatinny rail with 2 attachments to hold up to 8 Ultra darts. The last step I designed was an easy-to-prime pulling handle. And in order to relax a little bit after work in the evenings, I hand-painted the Ultrashock. And I've got to say, mate, I thought that was just normal plastic. That's how you got it. That's a really nice, clean, sharp paint job. Very, very nice. And I hesitate to use the word again, but it's a really cute little weapon. It's really good looking, and you could paint those darts up and use it in a little homemade movie, and it could be a handheld grenade launcher firing gas, acid, incendiary, bubblegum, whatever you want it. It's really, really cute. I love it. I'm going to have to keep my eye out for one. I've been given one by a friend in Germany, Rainbow, and I really like it. And he put a inline clip kit on it for me. But I would really think I should hunt one down and do it myself. But that's really cool. Really well done, Marcus. Love it. Looking forward to the next one. And last up we have one from Ginger Snap Arms, and if you want proof of craziness in Nerf modding, here it is. Attached are a bunch of pictures of my BFG M661 Direct Plasma Array System, or DAPAS. There's a couple of images that have got the whole background story, and it's far too long to read, so I'll just put them at the end and you can pause if you want to have a look at that. He said it's for a post-apocalyptic LARP he went to. And there's also a picture of the unpainted model, so you can see the scale and all the pieces that he Frankensteined into it. The build consists of 3 Nerf Thunderblasts integrated into a Boomco stock. The Thunderblasts still use a HAMP system, but now all 3 pumps are fused together so they all fire simultaneously. The build finally answers the age-old question, what's better than a rocket launcher? A rocket launcher shotgun, of course. Of course. So, very nicely done. The paint job is phenomenal. Absolutely love it. He always does good work there. It's a crazy looking thing, but it works. It really works. And he's answered one of my questions is, what is that red-blue thing at the stock? I've seen that. I've got one of those. I just don't know what it's actually for. I believe it used a harmonica magazine. I'm not quite sure. I can't remember. But I've always thought the stock would be really good for a support type weapon. And he's gone and done it. Amazing work, mate. Amazing work. And as always, immaculate paint. Really, really well done. You know, you just can't fault it. And yeah, I personally think it does take a little bit of crazy to do this. It really does, but he's done it well. Good on you. All right, on with the slideshow.